Yes, good morning. Good morning. You do have options. Shanewz Boxing LLC, Marketing Management Media. Man, happy hump day, everybody. We are simultaneously streaming, StreamYard as well as YouTube. We got a couple topics that we want to run off today. It is still ice cold. Like I said, a lot of y'all are accustomed to seeing me in the equipment. We're in the equipment right now. We're in the nice studio setting streaming for y'all. But the first topic that I want to get to is kind of pornographic, right? Deontay Wilder's ex-wife, or no, not wife. She's not even his wife. Um, Telly, the sexy Telly. I think her page was compromised. That's what she's probably going to go with and say that the page was compromised. She's going to be like, yes, the page was compromised. But a lot of explicit stuff is coming off of her social media, her social media account, right? Very explicit content. I think she might have took it down. Did she take it down yet? It could be a publicity stunt, right? No, it's still up there. Let's get to this. Yeah, see, it's still up there. So apparently, she's gonna say her page was hacked because she got some explicit pornographic OnlyFans videos that leaked onto her social media account. 5 in the building over here. Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Run the likes up. Run the likes up in the behind the scenes. Yes, this is the lovely Telly right here. Now, these are the videos that popped up on her thing. They're blurted out. One of them, she's getting her back blown out, right? And it doesn't look like Deontay Wilder in the picture. I'm sorry, right? She's like baby daddy. Nah, this wasn't her baby daddy, right? But I don't know how that goes. But she was getting her back blown out, right? Now I think because this is blurted out, we could play it. But these are what leaked on her OnlyFans. 6 in the building over here, smash the like button for over here. So apparently, this is her sex tape. And it's on her page, right? It's on her page. I'm not gonna play the audio, but look, she's getting clapped down. This is supposed to be Deontay Wilder inside of her. It may be Wilder. We can't really tell, but this leaked out, and man, he was drilling her. It might be Wilder. It said OnlyFans out now. Me and baby daddy. Link in the bio. But is this what it has come to for her? Right? Wilder is about to fight Derek Chisora. Right? Is this what it has come to for her? Right? Here, I'll give you guys a look. You guys want to look? Here. This is what we're doing, y'all. We're working. Here. We're working. Look. This is what we're talking about right here. You guys can check it out too. You see? Double screen. That's supposed to be Deontay Wilder tearing up his baby mom. I'm not going to play the audio, y'all. Right? But this leaked on her page this morning. Right? And then she's giving him the sloppy toppy. Look. The sloppy toppy in this one. But it's all blurted out, right? But this is Deontay Wilder's ex-baby moms giving him the sloppy toppy, right? The sloppy tilapia. Now, my whole thing is, why would this come out, right? It doesn't really hurt Deontay Wilder to me, right? That's a new low. Yeah, Corey is crazy, right? Right? But it's like, she's going to say her page was hacked. I bet you. But why would she drop that? Wilder has been in the news for fighting Derek Chisora. Is she doing that bad? Remember, Wilder said that she stole $400,000 from him. He said, "What was we talking about? I just pulled up, man. We're talking about a sex tape that got released of Deontay Wilder and his former girlfriend, baby mother." Right? That's what we're talking about. But she's probably going to say, like I said, all these these celebrity types, they'd be like, "Oh, my page was hacked." They'd be like, "My page was hacked." Dag, my boy. Nah, that's wild. It is, right? You seen that? Did you like that? Smash the like button. That was Deontay Wilder. He was tearing her up. That's the king. She pulled a Kim Kardashian. Yeah, it looks like it. But in all likelihood, she's gonna say her page was hacked. That's what they do. They be like, "Oh, the page was hacked." But even if it was hacked, now I'm gonna turn into, you done fucked up, right? Remember Menace to Society clip? If the page was hacked, maybe it was. How do they have those videos of you and Wilder? Their phone was hacked. Well, look, that's clearly you and Wilder. Wilder was tearing you up, man. Maybe that's how he made his daughter. He was looking like an African Mandingo warrior inside of you, right? But it's blurted out. It's blurted out, so I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble for that, right? But Wilder was doing the do. He said that's not AI. We know. No, it's not AI. That's their real. They made a sex tape. Well, a lot of couples do that. If you have a significant other, you do that. That's one of your fantasies. Every real man does that. They do their porn, right? They want to be a porno star, right? That was his with his girl at the time, wife to be, baby moms, right? But how did this leak out? Nah, you're not gonna get the notification, Gumbo. I'm killing the game right now. The Trucker Diaries. I'm doing real views. They've been shadow banning me for years, but they know the shadow ban don't work no more because I've been exposed to how all these boxing dudes have all of these big numbers, 200, 300 people in there. All I need is 50 or 60, right? And I do 35,000, 14,000. Now, yesterday, the Trucker Diaries, I've been killing it. The Trucker Diaries, I didn't have no more than 130 people in the live stream at a time. But when the live stream was over, I was doing 35,000 views. Some of these guys sit online and they talk allegedly to 200 people for hours on hours, and my numbers blew them away. So why would they send out my notifications, Gumbo? But yeah, that is Telly and somebody leaking her Deontay Wilder sex tape. Wilder was tearing her up. Look, Wilder was tearing her up right there. Look at him. That's the champ. That's the champ. He was beating it up right there. Man, he was beating her up, man. He was beating her down. She probably wants that back. And this is her right here giving that good sloppy toppy. Right? That's her giving that good sloppy toppy. But it's crazy how this came out or her page was hacked after Wilder has a fight. Right? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Yeah, the Trucker Diaries, the War Eagle Trucker Diaries are rocking and rolling, Gumbo. Smash the light button. I took off today though, Gumbo. I had to rest. I had to get some rest, man. But more importantly, like I said, I will be making a major announcement. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I watched one of these guys that always tries to copy me. They copy. So I said I'll put mine off to today. But everything is good to go. And I was like, watch these guys always that sit around claim to not watch me, always want to do what I do, right? Yes, the Trucker Diaries are rocking. 7 in the building. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Likes are free. But yeah, Deontay Wilder has made the news once again, this time for being a porno star. But he does have a fight date with Derek Chisora. Does have a fight date with Derek Chisora, which should be a good dust off of two old gladiator warriors, I believe, right? Two old gladiator warriors, right? Now, listen, it is fight week. Let's get to a little bit of boxing, right? I want to expose how these guys don't know nothing about marketing or what they're talking about, right? Now, everybody wants you to say that the Shakur Stevenson fight and Teofimo fight is not a big deal. They was at the Knick game. Y'all following this? They was at the Knick game, courtside at Madison Square Garden, right? Now, yeah, this is nothing for the jealous sector of the boxing, because that's what YouTube boxing is, the jealous sector. But in reality time, Them being at a New York Knickerbocker game, courtside, is great marketing, great press, great everything. And this was their face off. Shakur Stevenson, fire leather jacket. Teofimo Lopez, hire a stylist, brother. Hire a stylist. Well, he's Spanish, so you know that's maybe his swag right there. But Tio was a little different. Shakur, you did have the New Jersey Drive Newark down to a T. This was a good look right here at the Knick game, courtside. They're fighting Saturday night, man. I'm trying to be in the building. I said I wasn't going to go, but I think me and Coach Reem may pop out. I don't think I'm going to cover any events, though, because I got a bigger surprise for y'all, right? We don't cover events. I'll just stay out the way. Shout out to the guys that's going to be out there and get their content. Much respect to y'all, man. Continue to grow, glow, and elevate the sport. Me personally, as you see, I'm a professional. If I'm not being paid to work, I don't work for free. I don't work for free. I do this. Well, this is not even free anymore. I do receive a little bit of money from YouTube now. So I don't do things for free, especially with boxing, man. Smash the like button if you caught that sauce and drop a war eagle like Gumbo did in the what's the name? Salute to all my war eagles. But this was a good look yesterday at the Nick game. Now you know the YouTube boxing jealous acting. They ain't gonna acknowledge it because these niggas act like what they do on YouTube moves the sport of boxing, which clearly it doesn't, right? And the reason why I say that is because the YouTube boxing league should have popped off already. All of these content creators that form their coalitions and groups, they should have started the YouTube boxing league, similar to what Zoloff or Zufoff just did. YouTube boxing should have did that because you guys was moving the sport, right? You guys were moving the sports. So you should have started the YouTube boxing league. And shout out to Zofa. Hopefully I'm saying that right. They doing big things. Fighters. Look, I could talk my sauce now. I always told y'all to come to the table, man. If you're looking for a situation, you might want to holler at Big Sauce, man. I'm rocking and rolling right now, man. If you have a situation, this and this is I'll put it out there now, right? Major announcement. Get at me behind the scenes. Just have all your paperwork in order. When I mean your paperwork, I mean your contracts, things like that, right? And get at me, get with me, man. Maybe I could do some things for you. We could work some things out, man. Because there's a lot of you guys that are like, this is boxing now. I'm speaking on. There's a lot of you guys that are like in. You just you're like blackballed. You're gimmicky. You don't really have no motion. There's a major opportunity if your paperwork and stuff is right to get you some motion, get you popping. But serious inquiries only, man. Definitely don't be a jealous content clown. Nah, I won't even entertain you. But fighters, because as you can see, Zufoff, right? I call it Zufoff, right? They got another show on Sunday. So guys are eating over there. I know you're sitting online, you're listening to these content debaters with no motion. Keep buying YouTube views, keep buying subs and doing all that because you don't know what you're talking about. PBC fighters aren't fighting. A lot of top ranked fighters aren't fighting. This is just what it is. The guys aren't fighting, man. They're on the shelf. So, as an independent contractor, which a professional prize fighter is, you need to get contracts. How do you get contracts? You get fight offers, you get fights. But hey, what do I know, man? Content though, man. Shout out to Shakur and Tiafimo, man. Saturday night. Keyshawn Davis also is on that card. We're sticking with a little bit of boxing for y'all. Smash the like button, right? Keyshawn Davis to me, he's about everywhere. He had the riff, the blow back and forth with the B&B squad. Him and Bernie, I think they kind of worked that out. I really haven't really been doing too much follow up on that. But what I want to talk about is him at the fights this past Saturday and Andy Cruz losing, right? And I want to put this out there. I don't know if anybody else said it, but I want to say it. You lost to Andy Cruz, right? You celebrating another man beating him. To me, and I like you, Keyshawn. I know your moms, know your family. That is clown activity. And the reason why it is clown activity is Andy Cruz lost to Montoya. He did not lose to you. So regardless, you have yet to really beat him or spank him or get your lick back. But you was celebrating and come on, man. I just hope that you take care of business with Jermaine Ortiz. Real talk. Because I look, I'm gonna tell you, if you slip up against Jermaine Ortiz, the jealous section, the jealous section of YouTube is gonna eat you alive. They're gonna eat you alive, brother. They are. They're just waiting. They're waiting for you to slip and fall against Jermaine Ortiz after how you just celebrated Andy Cruz losing. They're gonna eat you alive, man. So you be on point there, brother. Be on point. Right? Now, I also want to talk about this. Frank Martin, shout out to Frank and my cousin. And my cousin, he said Ortiz might beat him. I think so. If he does, it's up. He's going to be looking real crazy, Gumbo. He's going to be looking real crazy. And thank you for the comment. That is General Trucker Gumbo. Gumbo, you made it out the city, I believe, right? Did you make it out the city, Gumbo? We opened the roads up. Can you kick flip? What is kick flip? I don't know. Hit the like button over there, man. What is a kick flip? Um, but yeah, did you make it out the city, Gumbo? You should have. The roads are open. It's just frigidly cold. It's just frigidly cold. He said, "Can I kick flip?" Hold on, let's see. We're multitasking, man. Oh man, wait, get some of my what's names over here. I'm gonna get this guy out of here. Moderators, you gotta watch these guys. You're in DC now. Okay. You didn't really make it too far. It's cold out there in DC too. A lot of snow down there, right, Gumbo? A lot of snow down there, right? But I want to get over here to the card got announced yesterday. See, I'm giving y'all boxing too, y'all. I'm giving y'all boxing right here. This right here. Look, you see what's going on? Giving y'all the boxing. Um, Ring Magazine, The Zone. This is like a major collaboration right here. This is PBC, a little bit of Matchroom, Golden Boy, all of these guys. But this fight right here really struck my eye. My cousin is going to be busy. His guy's fighting Saturday. So he's going right back to camp with Frank Martin. I'll be talking to him tonight. I'll be talking to him tonight. We'll probably talk about this. I may give this to y'all live. I might give this conversation to y'all live tonight. Because Frank Martin is fighting February 21st. And shout out to Frank. He's fighting Nair Albright. Nair Albright's the guy that knocked off Calvin Davis. You remember that? He knocked off Calvin Davis and started the riot down there in Norfolk. That was him. Oh, you went to Albany yesterday, Gumbo? How was that? I'll get back to the boxing. I got to shout out the War Eagle. It's a lot of snow up there in Albany. A lot of snow. They got more snow than us. That was rough. You rode into the shit. They got a lot of snow up there. How was that, Gumbo? Put it in the comments section, man. We rocking and rolling, man. This is still Trucker Diaries as well, right? It's a lot of snow in Albany, man. Look, these are available, the varsity jackets, as well as the zip-up hoodies, the hats. This is all my merchandise, man. All my merchandise, man. We wear what we're on, man. Just get with me. Yes, sir. It was nasty. I know it was. I had a video. Let me see. Do I have it in my phone? I had a video. I was like, God, well, down here looks like upstate New York, but they got a lot of snow. They got a lot of snow. And those roads are very narrow up there. Very narrow. Let me see if I got it on here. Um, I gotta look. I think I did. I might have not. I don't know, man. I really don't know how to work this iPhone that good yet. Let's see. Nope, that's my yard. Nope. I didn't. I thought I screenshotted the picture. Nope, I didn't. Man, four in the building over here. Run the likes up, man. Let's get the likes up, man. How the likes looking? How are the likes looking? Yeah, it was a lot of snow upstate New York. But this card right here, February 21st, I like the because everybody's working together. It's like they're kind of forced to work together now, right? Now I told you, Nair Albright, hell of a fighter. I might reach out to his promoter. I know his promoter personally, Rodney. Rodney's a good guy. R&R out of Philadelphia. That's my guy. I might reach out to him. I like this fight. Now I am gonna be honest. I am a little biased because Frank Martin is working with my family. And I just think Frank Martin is hot right now. And from what I'm hearing, and I will definitely get this confirmed, if Frank Martin knocks Nair Albright off, he's gonna get a world title shot next. Yeah, he's gonna get a world title shot next. And see, this is how you get in high demand, young fighters. Frank Martin is coming off that classic knockout, the Ghost classic knockout. Look, they thrusted him right into this card right here. Now there's some fighters that have been on the shelf forever and a day. Look, Frank Martin is back to back. Now also shout out to Gary Antoine Russell. He's fighting a dangerous fight, defending his title. Richard Hitchison. I told y'all. I think was I talking to you, Gumbo, or CW? I was talking to somebody. I told you. See, that's why I don't feed into a lot of the BS that goes on, right? Um, I said that Richard Hitchison had a fight. That's why I was like, yo, I think I told CW, somebody. I was like, I'm not. I said, he got a date. He's fighting, bro. He's fighting a mid-level opponent, too. All you niggas be feeding into like, listen, I don't get into that shit, man. Like I said, I talk to real people. Oscar Duarte. This isn't like he's gonna smoke this dude. Real talk. And if he doesn't smoke him, he doesn't deserve to be a champion, right? But he's gonna smoke Oscar Duarte, right? That's who he's fighting. But remember, he was talking Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. Right now, to me, Richard Hitchison, he's about to lose the city. Well, I don't really think he had the city. He's about to lose the city. Brooklyn, I'm talking about, because Brooklyn is about to get a new king, and it's going to be Shushu Carrington. And Richard Hitchison is going to be on the back burner. Bruce Carrington um, is about to. The push is already in. And I'm going to show you what I mean. And when these guys try to steal my flow, please, Frank Smarts, I don't think you're in here, but yo, Frank, I've been noticing you be on their bumper. Yo, Frank, when they try to run with this, because these guys sit online with no motion for hours, and they try to steal from the players. They don't acknowledge them, but they try to steal from them, right? Shushu Carrington is on his way. If he is successful Saturday night, you're going to see a young star be pushed. He's marketable. He knows how to talk in front of a microphone, the camera, right? But he's going to be the big thing in New York, right? He's a Brownsville, Brooklyn guy, also Westbury, Long Island, but he's relocated to Vegas. So that gumbo, no pun intended, shout out to my brother Gumbo, that gumbo, he has all the ingredients now. Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, home of the champions, Mike Tyson, Zab, Riddick Bowe, Shannon Briggs, and now Shushu Carrington, right? If he's successful Saturday night. And then you add to the fact, like I said, that he has all of these things going for him. Marketable, knows how to talk in front of the camera, and he's likable. When people like you, right, you go far. See, you guys on the internet act like you don't like me, but the right people like me, so I don't care. You guys are the jealous sector, right? But let's check out Shoo Shoo and see what I'm talking about, right? Shoo Shoo is up. There he is right here. Look who he's talking to. Look. And look,
There's guys that come out of there. There's something in the water at this point, man.
See, yeah, look. Shoo has what I like to call the sauce. You heard what he said? We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. This is courtesy of two legends, Andre Ward and Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. Look.
Some of the best guys that come out of there. There's something in the water at this point, man.
That's not West Coast flavor. That's not down South flavor. That's not Midwest flavor. That's East Coast flavor. Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, to be exact. What is that? Talk to me about that.
You know, when Jay-Z talk about the Empire State of Mind, you know what I mean? Like, it's something where you can't relate it to anywhere else in this world. Because New York, the mentality is always hustle and bustle. You got to talk fast, and you got to make sure you listen fast too, because ain't nobody gonna slow down for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to have the gift of gab. You got to know how to sell yourself. On top of being able to sell yourself,
you got to know how to sell yourself. Did you hear what he said? Shoo Shoo is a star. It's up, man, and I am so proud, right? Because I was on the ground floor with this. I covered him. Last night we was talking about him in the gym, Famous and Joe. And they was going at it. And Joe was like, I fucks with Shoo Shoo. And Fam was like, you don't know Shoo Shoo. I was like, nah, Shoo fucks with him. Right? I was like, but this is a good look. This is a good look, man. And like I said, Shoo's trajectory, man. He's successful Saturday night. He will be the legit WBC champion. Watch how big he gets. Now, the YouTube community, you know, the jealous sector, you guys don't know shit about boxing. All you guys do is copy and try to emulate, but don't acknowledge the real players. That's real player shit right there that Shoo Shoo got going on, man. He's talking to the GOATs, Andre and Roy. And he's with Top Rank, and Top Rank, from what I'm hearing, is going to be making a major announcement soon. They already reloaded with young Abdullah Mason, right? Right? See, the wheels keep on turning, man. When you're consistent, the wheels will turn. A lot of y'all was like, damn, they lost Bud and Shakur, and Keyshawn had the brain fart. But look, they got Abdullah, and now they're going to have young Shoo Shoo. Shoo Shoo Carrington, man. Brownville, Brooklyn on. Content for y'all, man. Content, man. We'll try to give y'all a good album, man. Look, and not for nothing, I'm giving y'all a lot of good boxing right now. A lot of good boxing content, man, that I will eventually edit and mix up, right? Who's that? Who's that? Somebody commented over here, huh?
so you got to be able to perform and show up as well too. That's why we have in Brownsville 8 world champions that come out of that neighborhood. Yeah. And when I think about that, right? I think about the neighborhood of Brownsville having 8 world champions. You know, you think about a section of a place. Oh, the Midwest, they bring a lot of champions. Or Philly, they bring a lot of that. But when you think about Midwest, that's a bunch of states. You think about Philly, that's a city. You think about Brownsville, this is a neighborhood in a city. This is something in the water at this point, man. Because Brownsville is known to be the most dangerous neighborhood in Brooklyn. Yes, and Brooklyn is known to be the grimiest city in New York. You think about guys like Zab Judah, Mike Tyson, Shannon Briggs, Riddick Bowe, the list goes on. We didn't just have champions. We had some of the best guys that come out of there. Some real iconic dudes to where you don't forget these guys. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be the best. I gotta be number 8 in that.
Man, it's up. This is why he's going to take off. If he is successful Saturday night, no, Gumbo, they're not going nowhere. They're just reloading. They're just reloading. And this might be one of their chambers. They're just reloading, man. Top Rank is a conglomerate, man. See, YouTube channels fall off. Gimmicks fall off, right? Top Rank is a conglomerate, man. They not going nowhere, man. Like I knock PBC and all that shit, right? PBC is a conglomerate, man. They're a conglomerate. They just they. It's just hard for them to get back in gear right now. But when you build the empire, it's hard for an empire to fall off. Yeah, you hit a rough patch, but it's an empire. See, YouTubers don't understand that, especially the jealous crows. A war eagle does. That's why you said what you said, Gumbo. That's why you said what you said, right? That's why you said what you said. Yo, Gumbo, man, I'm not really focused on that right now, as you can see, man. That's not bringing me in no revenue, the betting and all that, man. But yo, look, I can refer you to some of these YouTube betting guys. I'm not like that to me, the betting shit is cool. I'm getting this right here popping off now. You know, Source Enterprises. I just feel like the betting shit, if you know, you know that shit is rigged, man. Like I gave out a lot of good inside plays when I was really concentrating on that. I remember one particular one with Erickson Lubin. Man, I made a killing. But I'm not really fucking. I don't even think I got that app on this phone. The they might have took me out of the DraftKings. I gotta look. I think I took the app off, man. But I can refer you to some of these YouTube guys that claim to be the bookies and shit. I'm not, you know. I'm tonight. You're gonna see. I got something real big going on tonight. Yesterday too, but I just, you know, I watched. I said, damn, these niggas is weirdos, right? I said I was gonna make an announcement on Tuesday. I seen this weird nigga like, yo, damn, homie, you in the bushes, the shadows, like disgusting. So I said, you know what? I'll push my shit off to Wednesday now. Yeah, shoot, should win. And then he set up, man. Shoe was set up, but just send me your bets. Like if you do got some bets, just send me your bets. I gotta figure out. I don't think I'm on none of the sites anymore, man. Let me look at this phone. FanDuel or none of them. I think I deleted all those joints off my thing. FanDuel sent me something because they was like, yo, you haven't placed a bet with us in a while. I was like, nah, I'm not betting right now. I'm focusing on my brands and my businesses. But y'all should have knew that though, because look how the content delivery is now. Look how the literature, the artwork, and the graphics. That's what I started focusing on. I started focusing on this right here, the brand, because I told you a lot of the YouTube jealous section, they got drowned. They were so focused on not supporting the empire that was already built. Right? It was built brick by brick by brick. You niggas sit around with fake vision, fake views, and thought that you stopped the actual, these right here, receipts. I piled up receipt after receipt, year after year. And now, like I said, I come on here now and just throw stamps in your face. This is the stamp right here. Shushu Carrington is about to be a world champion. I didn't even drop the whole literature. I dropped this one yesterday. Did y'all see it? Y'all seen it, right? Let's close out of this, right? Let's close out of this. He said, I'm doing some other things behind the scenes too. That's how you got to. That's what you got to do. That's a must. That's a must. That's a must. I was doing this for a minute, right? And now, like I said, all the dudes that was in competition with me, plotting and scheming, they just lost right now. They lost. Like I killed one of them niggas off today. Talking about, yo, you sagging, stick to truck driving. Bro, I do what I do. You stick to being in the bushes and being a jealous weirdo fan. You're a jealous weirdo boxing fan. Been in the bushes forever. Stay in the bushes. I don't want your audience support. Never need it. right? I dropped that this morning, but this is the shoe one right here. Look, remember when I interviewed his father in the summertime? I know that didn't go over your head because it's out here. I'm gonna play that too because it's in my catalog, right? But look at this artwork, fire artwork from Brooklyn to Vegas. His moment is now. I dropped this on here, I put it out on Facebook too. I didn't put it on Instagram yet. I didn't put it on Instagram. They could have made it look a little bit more like Shoe, but that's good enough. But yes, his moment is now. Shoe is up, man. Shoe's about to take off. He's all the way up, right? I did not put this on what's the name, right? But I got it up on Facebook. It's all on Facebook. This right here. Look. They could have made it look more like him. But this is all over social media. Great artwork. From Brooklyn to what's now. Now he's gonna be a legit world champion Saturday night. Right? And look, you see, I was ahead of the curve, right? Listen to what I wrote. If he wins and makes a statement, this becomes bigger than a belt. It's New York boxing rising again. Top rank potentially securing their next black crossover fighter. The plays is already up, man. That's why I played the Andre Ward, Roy Jones. This right here. Did y'all see that what I just played? The plays is up, man. Shoe's about to make the move. My varsity jacket gonna be fire for Mardi Gras. Yes. Yeah, don't forget the zip up hoodie. The zip up hoodies is the real star of the show. Look. These right here, and they're extra warm. These are patched out too. Look, a lot of patches on these, man. These is fire. These are the zip-up hoodies, man. 175 and up, man. Get with me, man. Varsity jacket starting at 350 and up, man. You know, you do have options. So we just don't talk it, we show it. We show it. But yeah, Shoe was on his way, man. And don't let him get a spectacular knockout, because that's what really was blowing Shoe up. I remember being at the Stewart Hotel, me, him, Coach Green, and I was like, yo, Shoe about to get the knockout. And baby publicist Ring said, yeah, you know the vibes. Y'all seen that video. But y'all acted like y'all didn't see that video. But, you know, I do got some gems over here I want to drop real quick, right? We'll share this right here real quick. This is a video that is in my playlist for the members only, right? Now, you guys don't have the ability to get these videos no more because you're not members. In order to get these videos, you must be a member of War Eagle, right? And that's what I started doing. I started to switch up the content a lot because what I started to notice, right? What I started to notice was the fact that a lot of you guys not only was stealing my content, you was watching it. And I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm tired of these guys always acting like they don't watch my content, but then trying to run with my speaking points on my narrative. So what I did was I just started making a lot of my shit right here, members only. And this is the members only video that I'm going to share right now.
Man, I want to say I am extremely proud of you, man.
What?
Perseverance shapes champions. A father's dedication leads to his son's boxing triumph.
By Shanewz, I got my guy, man. First off, man, I want to say I am extremely proud of you, man. You know, from the neighborhood, Brownsville, you know, you are a pillar of the community. And you definitely are setting a better standard for the community,
I'm giving y'all the game.
With that being said, man, I want to just congratulate you. Tomorrow's a big day, IBF. I mean, not the IBF, WBC interim championship, man.
Set up.
Give some of the fathers, you know, because right now you are, like I said, a pillar, man. Your son is right here on the threshold of it, man. Describe
Overlooked
that journey,
gems.
man, just to get here.
Road was rough, man. You know, and it was a long journey.
That's Shushu Carrington's dad, y'all.
All right, baby. Thank you. All right, appreciate you. When you're dealing with another personality besides yourself, you're hoping that everybody stay with the program.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was the hard part. But Shu was a good student.
Yeah.
You know, very obedient kid coming up.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too much of a struggle.
Yeah.
But getting everybody to believe what I saw in the beginning, that was the probably hardest task.
Yeah.
Now, everybody see what I was saying.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, man. Me and you around the same age, man. Brownsville community. How does that feel now that your son is going to be the next one with the Tysons, the Briggs, and, you know, Shushu Carrington now,
Listen,
man?
that feels great, man. But,
Yeah,
you know, in
hard
life,
work,
you set
yeah.
a goal,
Yes.
and you execute your goal, man. You know what I mean? You don't stop until, you know, you get to where you're going.
Yes, yes. Now, before I let you go, man, this man is very busy. He wears a lot of hats, man. Give the fathers, man, because, you know, it's a lot of guys that watch my content. They know you. Give them something, because, you know, sometimes they're going to get frustrated. Like you said, you got to stay tunnel vision locked in. Give them something.
This is what I tell all the fathers. If you see your kid with a talent, kids usually don't want to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
You gotta, you
Real
can't.
content, y'all.
Don't let them break you down.
Drown them in the receipt.
Do what they want to do. Kids
Drown
don't
them
know
in
what
the
they
receipt.
need to do.
Yeah.
You gotta stay on them. They're gonna cry. I've been through a lot. You know, my nephews and them come around. Shu want to chill, and when it's time to train, hang with them. And I had to tell Shu.
Yeah.
And as hard as it was for me, for him, it was for me. I had to tell him, like, Shu, we gotta train, bro.
Yeah,
Train.
absolutely.
We had to, so there's a lot of sacrifices we had to do concerning do free time. So for fathers,
no
for
jealous
parents, it's
fans,
hard. You see a kid
no
trying,
jealous
begging to
fans.
play with their
This
kids,
is work.
their cousins.
Overlooked
You got,
diamond.
you know, for
that
the
are
greater
shining
good,
hard right now.
everything
Bright lights, baby.
when everything comes into fruition, it will help everybody, even the cousins that.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's why he kicked the door in.
so you
Absolutely.
just gotta stay focused on the goal.
Yeah.
Don't deviate off the goal, and that's what I said. That was the hardest part.
Yeah.
For me as a parent, like seeing Shushu saying that he want to do other things, when I know we got this tournament coming up.
Yeah.
We don't have time to, you know, deviate, not even for a second. So
Definitely. Those are gems right there.
I tell the fathers, stay on course.
Definitely.
It'll pay off in the end. Even your spouse would be like, come on, give him a break this time. You gotta stay on course.
Yeah, definitely, man. Once again, man, it's always an honor, man. This is my guy, man. I watched the journey. Tomorrow's the day, man. Appreciate you always, Big Bruce.
Yes, real receipts, man. Real receipts out here, man. How's the content looking? There we go, right there. That's me and Big Bruce. How's the content looking, man? How's the content looking, man? See, one thing about, and that's Shushu's brother right there. That's his younger brother with the dreads. Actual boxing receipts and content, man. Actual boxing receipts and content. That is why I say this respectfully. When I watch you guys sit online and you talk boxing in your groups, and you sit around for hours and hours and you speak on these things. You speak on fighters, you speak on their situation, you speak on the business, you speak on all these things. But yet, when somebody that actually does these things, been doing these things, comes on here and shares his experience, not only do you feel offended, you are jealous or you try to compete with it. The only way you compete with it is you have these things. And you guys don't have these things. You sit around and speak and speak and speak. Like I said this today, who's going to the fight? Who's going to the fights, man? Who's going to the fights, man? Content, man. But that is to the members only. That interview right there, and that was in the summertime, because I seen this formation forming. And now he is fighting for the world title. Remember, you guys didn't pay attention, man. I gave y'all the play, man. When he fought for the interim title, right? He fought for the interim title. This was that fight week. I dropped this, and then I say, you know what? It's only for my War Eagles. I clip this up. The shorts is out there. That's how I do it now. I clip up the videos. I learned that, right? Especially when you have real substance. You know, I got real substance out here, man. But how's the content looking, y'all? I got my hour in, right? I got the hour, hit the hour mark, right? Does anybody want to come on? That's another thing I want to say, right? Um, for guys, this is free advice right here, man. For guys that sit online and talk boxing, right? If you want people to take you serious as a digital content creator, content maker, fly your own plane. A lot of you guys, what I noticed, you can't fly your plane. If you call yourself an analyst, a ghetto analyst, an unemployed analyst, an unprofessional analyst, you got to be able to fly your plane, though, man. A lot of you guys come on. The moment you come on, you dropping your link. You have a flop channel. You're dropping your link. A lot of you guys, right? And some of you guys are the guys that sit around and put so much effort into the illusion, but you can't fly your own plane. You can't fly you know why? The reason why a lot of you can't fly your own plane, and I say this respectfully, because you're cowards, you're followers, you're not leaders. See, a leader could lead, right? Way before I had this set up and all this, I was in here leading. A lot of you guys were sleeping on me. Oh, nobody watches you. Nobody watches you. Remember you handyman, Dookie Dirty, Dirty D, Dirty Dan. Y'all always said that, right? My lives yesterday in my truck and for the past couple of days exposed all of that. Not only do people watch me, authentic, no bots. Because like I said, I did bigger numbers than all of you guys plowing snow. When YouTube got off of the BS and actually put this out in the algorithm, and you were seeing 60 people, 80 people, real people popping in, right? It blew y'all numbers out the frame. And you niggas sit around and talk in a community, a supposedly community of 200-300 people at a time. You do these fight parties, you do all these things, but you let a guy plow snow and have 60, 80, I think the max I had was like 130 in one of them. But the numbers was through the roof. And I want to shout out the real dirty section of YouTube because I started rocking with those guys. And they showed me that. Because see, a lot of those guys have real watchers, listeners, and supporters. And it shows in their views. And I was always saying that like they're in the boxing guys, they don't got this shit. It's smoke and mirrors, it's frauds. Because you're not doing the numbers like the dirty section of YouTube. Your videos might have 1,000 something views. And I'm like, that's impossible. If you got 200 people watching you, 300 people watching you, your videos supposed to be like, look, I didn't know, like I said yesterday, I didn't have, and I'm gonna show you the numbers because I'm on YouTube. Look at it. These are real numbers right here, right? These are real numbers, right? No paid for views, right? No bots, none of that, right? Look, 14K, 12K, 35K, almost 2,000, right? 14K right here. These were all, and like I said, the one I did 35K, I got 230 something likes. I think the most people that was in there that was watching that one was 130. So if 130 people was in the live stream at the peak, and I did 35K views, you niggas that sit around and talk to 200 or something people are exposed liars and frauds now. And your numbers don't add up. You're talking to a lot of bots. You got a lot of fake subs. A lot of you guys sit on panels, and majority of your viewership is your panel. You know what I mean by that? Like if it's 6 people on the panel, that's it. Nobody's bringing in viewership, nothing. And that's what I just exposed this week with the Ice Road Trucker Diaries. They don't like that though. They don't like that. But I appreciate y'all, right? Thank you over here. Look, I did the behind the scenes because I knew they wasn't gonna let it break through like they did with the Ice Road Trucker because I was here. But nonetheless, we still did what we do. Microphone out, got the nice setup up in here, right? And this was a boxing live stream too, y'all. Gave y'all a nice boxing live stream. Right there. See, look, this video right here that I'm just shutting down now. I think peak. I only had 11 people. They only let 11. That was the most they let come through here. But I did good enough. But 11. Now, like I said, if I was in the equipment, they might have threw 100 something in here. That's what they do. I've been breaking that down to y'all for the longest. Like I said, when I do Uber and I do all these things. Hello? Hello? Yeah, let me call you back. I'm on the podcast. Yeah, now, like I said, when I do Uber and DoorDash, they kind of let the people come in there and troll me, right? That's when I started picking up on that. I also was picking up on it, like I said, when I do the streams, because I think what YouTube tries to attempt to do, and this is just me, my stance on it, I think they try to shame certain people, right? Because that's what they used to do. They used to send the trolls. The guys would try to shame me. Oh, you're ugly, your teeth, and all this. I'm like, because I was studying. I'm like, why is that the concern? You're not even focused on the actual content, right? Once I mastered that, it's just like with this right here. They don't like the fact that I come here and I'm actually teaching. I'm teaching right now, man. This is my platform to teach, man. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the source, man. Like I said, I talked boxing today. I think I covered all my topics. Oh, somebody wanted me to cover Tank Davis. They said Tank Davis is in Cuba. That's what the jealous section is saying, man. But why would he run to Cuba, right? Because they can't extradite him. What type of charges is he facing where he needs to run for his life as a millionaire fighter, a high profile fighter like that, right? P. Diddy was on trial for what? All kind of shit. Diddy got how many years, right? Diddy didn't run, and Diddy was facing countless charges and crazy, a crazy. Diddy could have did mad years, right? He didn't run. What is the max time that Tank Davis can get, y'all? Somebody put it in the comments, man. Put it in the comments, man. I could look it up right now, right? While I wait for somebody to comment, put it in the comments. I'll look it up too. I'll look it up right now, right? You can put it in the comments. Damn, why is it? Yeah, this shit is bugging. There we go. Again, man. Let's see. See? All right. So the current charges, right? The current charges, right? I'm gonna let y'all see this too. Simple Google search, right? Where we at with it? Where we at with it, right? Simple Google search. When you Google the charges, right? This is what comes up. So he ran. Look, Tank Davis is facing felony charges that could lead to a sentence of 15 years to life. Right? These are his current charges. Right? Davis is facing charges of attempted kidnapping, false imprisonment, battery. Maximum sentence in Florida: attempted kidnapping, first degree felony, punishable by 30 years in prison, with other accusations potentially leading to life imprisonment. Aggravated factors are proven. Right? So he could possibly face 15 years to life in prison. So he went on the run. He's in Cuba hiding from these charges, right? Thank you, Gumbo. Gumbo said great interview. So he's facing 15 years, but Tank Davis is a millionaire. P. Diddy was facing similar shit, but more trumped up by the feds. P. Diddy had Fed charges. Tank Davis, on the other hand, is state, Florida, right? We just read that. But he's running. He's allegedly in a country that, if you listen to the jealous section, he's in a country where they can't get him. The U.S. Marshals and people are looking for him. But he jumped on Twitter and told academics that he was going to be turning himself in. If you got money to fight charges, why wouldn't you fight them? Why are you running? Right? He said, my question, why are you running? You are a millionaire. Exactly. Why are you running and hiding? You know, I wish these guys, you know, all of the like the Fanons and what's the name, all these niggas that be supposedly insiders, they have no answers. Yeah, you see how that works, Gumbo? You see how these niggas just get exposed as what they are, like fanboy, groupies, idol worshiping. Yeah, they have no answers. They don't, yeah, they look, they can't call nobody, right? Like they can't call nobody, right? And this is the YouTube boxing community. All these guys with all their views, right? Just like when the what's the name? Remember when that exposed it too? Remember when Brian Norman Jr. got fired, or the son went in a different direction, right? All these guys that had the father on the platform, none of them released that, right? It took a Cigar Talk interview for that to come out. And you say to yourself, like, damn, you niggas sit around and have this man on your platform, never had no wind of that? Smoke and mirrors, man. Smoke and mirrors, man. Well, listen, I got my hour in. Maybe no, I'm not coming back. I got something else lined up for later. But I got the hour in. Hold on. Let me send this to my producers. Let me show my producers. See, they can't fuck with me no more, man. I worked however many hours, right? I worked however many hours, and look, I'm putting the work in with my company now. With my company. This is my company right here, man. I plowed snow for I don't know how many hours. For how many hours? Now I'm showing the same dedication into what I do. Look. Yes, live at the desk. Dedication, discipline, consistency. You could grow yours as well. Look. Check me out. This is the big room too. We're gonna walk around for y'all. See the board right there? Look, big studio space. Growth over gimmicks, man. You know, you do have options. You bring the board over here. All right? This is the board right here, man. This is the board. It was all a dream. I use blue because I'm wearing blue. Right? Now the dream is a reality. Shanewz, boxing, LLC, marketing, media, management. You know, you do have options. Merchandise too. Look, by the way, this is all my merchandise. Sold separately. Content for y'all, man. Content. I sent that to my guys, to my producers. Right? But hopefully, look, big space in here, man. Big space. Look, big space. Content, man. I got my hour in, man. Now I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end the live stream and I'm gonna edit some of these videos. Yo, Gumbo, do you think I should edit that video? He said Tank called for he's a lawyer. He's calling Al. That's funny, Gumbo. He's gonna call Al. Call Al. Call Al. Call Al. I want to edit this video. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do right now while I'm in here, Gumbo. We'll do this right now. We'll kill two birds with one stone, right? Where is my history? Oh, man. Where is my history? There we go. Perseverance shakes champions. See, I'm working, y'all. I'm about to edit this up real quick, man. Drop some edits real quick. So this is how you work, y'all. Because how many gems, Gumbo? Thank you for telling me that was a good interview, right? By you telling me that was a good interview, I'm gonna clip it up. Thank you for telling me that, Gumbo. So what I'll do is I'll clip it up now, Gumbo. I just clipped it up, Gumbo. All right, since I'm here working. That's a fire interview, right, Gumbo? I'll just clip it up. All right. I just clipped it up real quick. That's what I'm gonna do while I'm here. I got the spot for 2 hours, man. All right. I got the spot for 2 hours, so I'm gonna just play around with some content real quick. All right. That's what we do, man. Growth over gimmicks. That camera, yeah, you didn't look. A camera's good to have. You know, a lot of my videos now I do right off of this right here. This iPhone. I got all the cameras. I do a lot of my shit off this iPhone now, man. I got an iPhone. I finally got an iPhone, man. A lot of my stuff that you see now I do off the iPhone. Right? I got 2 Androids. Look, I did want to go shoot the weigh-in, but I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. You know? Cause that's just more work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is. And I'm like burnt out. I'd rather just go to the fights if I do get some content like that. But like to go shoot the weigh-in, right? That's a lot of work, man. Cause then you gotta edit those pictures and I don't have that in me right this week, man. With all the hours that I worked, that's what I was saying. I was like, yo, I'm gonna take off Friday too and go to the weigh-in, right? But then, like you said, we're looking at more. Another round of this shit is coming, yeah, which is crazy. You know, we're doing the village tonight, right? That's another reason why I say, yo, I'll take off. Winter storm could boom a cycle. See, we're looking at more snow Saturday and the Sunday, man, which is crazy, bro. Because if we any little bit of snow that we get this time, we're coming. Because the ground is so cold this whole week, it's just gonna stick. All right. But how's the content looking, y'all? I'm about to put some shit out right now. That shit should have. That's what we do over here, man. We done mastered this. Real talk. And we fly our plane. Right? Like I said, these guys, and I don't say that to be mean. Like I said, I rock with my war eagles. A lot of you guys don't even understand this. When you sit on channels, right? And shout out to John Hope Bryant, man. I read that book, man. You are a reflection of the company you keep. So if you're on if this is you do boxing content, you're a digital creator, right? A digital boxing content creator, and you do live streams, and you do a 4-hour live stream, but you got a person that's sitting on your panel with you, right? For whatever amount of time. Say he was like, I'm gonna use Gumbo, for example. Me and Gumbo do a live stream together, but we do the Trucker Diaries. Gumbo drives from the Bronx to Albany, New York. It takes him 2 hours, 3 hours, right? We was on a live stream together. Gumbo does the load there, then he might go to Poughkeepsie. That might take him another hour and a half, 2 hours, right? But look what he just did. In those 4 hours, 5, 6 hours, Bronx to Albany, Albany to Poughkeepsie, shit like that, right? You niggas have niggas sitting on your panels, right? Pay attention to what I just broke down now. 2 hours, gibberish conversation, right? Then they go to another panel and do the same thing. That's a reflection of you now. Because it's like, damn, instead of you just doing what you do, you gotta have backup, or you gotta have companionship. So you had this nigga sitting on there with you, discussing absolutely nothing, gibberish. Now he's somewhere else doing the same thing. So that's a reflection of you and your brand, if that makes any sense. Did y'all catch that vibe or not, man? Or that went over your head? That's why I don't entertain a lot of these niggas. So I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, you're a brand killer. You don't do nothing. You're not popping. Here we go. I got it right here. Look. Look what I'm dropping right. Look what I'm dropping right now. Fire. Look. I remixed. I just dropped a fire short. Look. You working, man. I'm dropping them right now. I just got look receipts. See, these is receipts right here. Stamps. Where you kill the game. Damn, so they said 2 inches of snow, man. Uh stress. 2 inches of snow. I went from the Bronx. Gumbo said he went from the Bronx to Flushing to Albany to Trenton, Jersey. So you still around. Now you in DC though. Now you in DC. You see how I be multitasking? Look. These niggas be so instead of like focusing on like what I'm doing right now, bettering yourself, getting your product, your shit together, they'll watch you. Like I said, crow ass niggas, man. That's why I stay away from niggas, man. I'll be like, yo, I don't even want to be on panels with niggas because niggas' energies be off. They can't even hide it on the internet. Like I said, when you see niggas clicking up and they not growing, yo, Gumbo, did you catch that? Whoever's in here, did y'all catch that? How do you click up with niggas and constantly be building on things, but you don't grow? Because it's not real. It's not real. He said I have to be in Georgia by tomorrow morning. You're in DC now. You good though? You had well, I don't know, right? I'm gonna say this: you're out there on the road. I think up here, like Jersey, New York, we able to handle the snow a lot better. I think they got ice and shit down there, but I don't know how their highway departments and DOT work. I don't know because like you go to Texas, right? I was in Texas. Yo, they got like a coating of snow. Yo, shit was shut down. I was like, yo, what do you mean? They can't function. They can't function. So I don't know. But I think you being an experienced driver, you'll be all right. You'll make it down there. You're in DC right now. Right? You'll be there. Gumbo be moving and grooving. I just dropped another one for y'all, man. Check out these videos that I'm dropping. I'm killing the game right now, man. We not playing. Y'all niggas was playing. Y'all be playing with y'all content. Y'all be playing with y'all content, man. I'm coming over here leaving stamps, man. These are my stamps, y'all. These are my stamps, man. But like I said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this hour 16 minutes. I'm gonna edit up a little bit more, drop some more content, put out a quick short here in the studio, and go get me something to eat, man. I'm gonna enjoy my day off, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go get me something good to eat, man. I don't know what I'm craving. Yesterday I had some good eats. I'm feeling some good grease. Maybe I'll go get a gyro. I'll go to the halal spot, man. Go get me a nice Greek gyro salad with some extra meat on the side, man. Right? Bojangles. They had a Bojangles in Brooklyn. That shit is packed. They opened the one up in Brooklyn, like I think last week or 2 weeks ago. That shit stays packed. It stays packed. It's just like when they did remember when Popeyes had the chicken sandwiches? It was like, the lines used to be crazy. That's how Bojangles in Brooklyn is right now, man. Bojangles does sound good. Bojangles does sound good. I'm gonna go get me a gyro. You know what else I want? I look. Now you got me. I want some good fried wings. I could do some good fried wings too. Buffalo Wild Wings got a special. Maybe I'll go to the mall and sit down and eat. Right? But I just want to just kick it at the crib. You know? Sunday is February 1st. Look, 1 month is already out the door. Have you been working towards your goals? That's what I'm gonna close with. Some of you guys sat around already. You let a whole month go by. Are you working towards your goals, man? Are you? Or are you just in the cut in the bushes watching? Don't be in the cut in the bushes watching a player make his moves. But this is the Source Experience. How was the microphone sounding? Look, maybe one day I'll come on here and I'll kick some balls or I'll sing. I'll do like my shout out to Darnell Jones, right? Because of Darnell Jones. He said, it knocks me off my feet. I don't wanna know you within. Oh, but I love it, I love it, I love it. I don't wanna know you within. Yeah, that's what I used to listen to, man. I listen to the smooth shit, man. Right? And I got look, see, I tucked in my chains in today because I didn't want to offend anyone. Look, I had the bling on. But see, I tucked my chains in, man. Because it's a lot of Robin Hood looks. Niggas be trying to rob your looks. Niggas be trying to rob your looks, man. So I tucked the chain in because I didn't want to offend anyone, right? What's your name? He said, Yizzy. Montel Jordan, yes. Montel Jordan. You know who my man was? Alfonso Hunter. Alfonso Hunter was related to my man, Nature. That was his cousin from Alabama. Alfonso Hunter had the jam. He said, just the way players play, never give a damn. Now you know how we do it. It's just the way players play. That was my man's cousin, Alfonso Hunter from Alabama. But you know who my guy was, Gumbo? Horace Brown. Horace Brown said, we do it, one for the money, two for the show, three to get the honeys, cause here we go. M-O-N-E-Y, it's all good with me, cause finally I can afford the life of luxury. And I remember in the day, mama had to work so hard just to pay the rent. All the money spent, had to get another job. Now we're living in an 8-room mansion on the hills. We'll be sipping on champagne when we chill. We're riding Lex Cooster Beamers and the bands all over the east to the west coast. We're making ends. You see, we do it, one for the money, two for the show, three to get the honeys. Cause here we go. How the microphone sound? One for the money, two for the show, three to get the honeys. Cause here we go. The show is what we live for, cause we love to play. Ah, man. I appreciate y'all though. Can't give y'all all the sauce. You know, you do have options. I holla.